It's a little less than a year until we get to see Star Wars Episode 9. We have no idea what's going on with that whatsoever, other than that maybe, sort of, according to an interview, but without a direct quote, could be a year after The Last Jedi. And we have one really blurry-ass image from J.J. Abrams' Twitter, and that's about it. So, of course, the speculation machine is going wild since we're off of Resistance and the big comic run that's been taking everybody's attention is over with the Darth Vader issue 25 coming out. And, well, I want to chime in on my speculation, or really my hopes, what I want to see in Episode 9. And they're very simply two things. There are two sequences that are in my head that refuse to go away. And, well, we all know the dangers of speculating and getting attached to your own speculations, but I'm pretty attached to these now. Hopefully I'll be able to deal with it. We'll see. But basically it's just the very beginning opening shot of the movie and then the final grand climactic battle. Because let's face it, it's the end of the Skywalker saga. It is not only the end of the trilogy, it is the end of all three trilogies, and yeah. There's going to be a crazy big epic battle at the end. So we'll start on that one since we're talking about that one. It's very, very simple. Picture the Resistance is nothing but a few X-Wings, maybe some of those MC-100 Star Fortresses, maybe a couple of other scrapped together little ships and stuff, and they're orbiting a planet, or they're maybe even down on the ground of a planet, on the ground, landed on the surface of the planet, and there's no hope. They're cornered. There's no way that they're going to be able to get away from the First Order fleet. The entire First Order fleet is right there because Kylo is obsessed with Rey, right? So he's been dragging everybody all over hell and back, chasing her, just like Vader did to chase Luke during The Empire Strikes Back in the first Vader comic run. And for whatever reason, the Resistance, including Rey, are trapped. All of our heroes are all on this one planet. Either they have to defend something or some group of people. There's no hope or there's a reason why they can't just leave, or something along those lines, right? They've got the entire planet completely blockaded. So the only thing to do is to fight. All they have is this little tiny ragtag fleet, like I said, with a couple of X-Wings, a couple of, maybe some sort of bombers, maybe a couple of V2 A-Wing, something like that, right? And, of course, our beloved Falcon. I'm thinking Rey, who has kind of been reluctant to be in a place of leadership, finally puts out a call. She is the last Jedi now. Now that Luke is gone, she finally takes on that mantle of being the living embodiment of the Jedi instead of just the memory of the Jedi like Luke is. So she puts out a call. There's a grand, glorious speech, something very reminiscent of Mon Mothma's speech in Rebels, where the Rebel Alliance all shows up at the end. Spoilers for the rest of the speculation. And they charge headlong into the jaws of death. I've always been a sucker for headlong charges into the jaws of death. I mean, the first run on the first Death Star, the run on the second Death Star, the Battle of Hoth. I've always been a fan of just headlong charges towards danger while others run away. And we get this grand, glorious shot that's just displaying the vastness of the First Order fleet. And then, just as the laser barrage is pelting towards our hero ships, it's for sure going to obliterate them before they get anywhere near the First Order flagship, see a flicker of pseudo-motion, and some massive star cruiser maybe a Monkawa design, maybe one of the Starhawks that they mentioned in Aftermath, I don't know. But some massive ship pops out of hyperspace just above and ahead of our ragtag little fleet of resistance fighters, and it's Leia, who, for whatever reason, wasn't on the planet. She was off trying to find help, maybe. And she shows up. Her ship handles, doesn't necessarily completely withstand, but handles the incoming fire, jumping in front of the incoming fire, and the ship is heavily damaged, but it's still able to fight. And then you get a quick shot of Leia saying something along the lines of, "We're here for you." And then another flicker of pseudo-motion. And you hear the absolutely amazing voice of Vanessa Marshall as Hera, an elderly Hera, now the leader of the new Free Ryloth movement. "We're here for you too, Rey." And then Lando pops out of hyperspace. He was off trying to do something else, and he wasn't expected to be able to make it in time. "We're here for you too." Hell, Kira shows up. We get to see Hondo showing up. We get to see just every single, tertiary and secondary character from the entire Star Wars universe, from all the books, from all the comics, all the TV shows, all showing up. Any of them that would feasibly still be alive. And then even more people that we don't even know. We just get silent shots. Something very reminiscent to the ending of Mass Effect 3 when you actually get everybody together in order to fight off the Reapers or to go and take Earth back from the Reapers. And then you have just this massive armada of the entire galaxy all joining together for one purpose, for one thing. One last desperate chance at finally forcing darkness out of the galaxy after 80 years of turmoil and war and... I need it. I need it so bad. I need my Ride of the Rohirrim times 1,000 in Episode 9. Now, on to speculation number 2, hope number 2, prediction number 2, hopeful prediction number 2, whatever you want to call it. The opening shot. So we get the starfield, we get the crawl, and it pans down, and suddenly we realize that, wait a minute, we're on a planet's surface. And we see smoke rising. Then we start seeing flames. And then we start seeing a burning landscape. And then we realize that it's this huge, wide tracking shot of Rey running across this fiery battlefield just behind any sort of resistance troops that are also retreating. And she turns and says, "I'll cover you!" And I need to see a Goddess of War Rey in Episode 9. I desperately need to see that. Double-bladed lightsaber, I don't care what color it is. Maybe even her using a blaster too, that's fine. But I need to see Rey being the embodiment of the Jedi. That's my biggest thing, really. Now that I'm really thinking about it, that would be the only real conceptual thing that I need, a character thing that I need. I want Rey to be the beacon of hope for the galaxy. She needs to become the new legend. The legend of this generation. Anyways, I just wanted to start actually leaning into the channel name of Star Wars Ramblings, and I think I'm just going to keep doing this. I'm just going to, whenever I have a thought about Star Wars, pick up the camera off the printer right over there, and pick up the camera, record whatever I'm thinking, and if I think it's good enough, I'll upload it to YouTube. So, yeah, there are my thoughts for Episode 9. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this. What do you guys want to see in Episode 9? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, may the Force be with you guys. Take care.